Welcome to Hot Mess Saturday. That's how I feel this morning. Oh my gosh. So how was everybody's week? This is going on, so okay. Um, I it was just like work as per usual, but we did go to the symphony last night, but not all the way up to Portland. The symphony here, they have an I shouldn't say they have. They often, for many of their shows, will have a Friday night show here in my town at the university. It's kind of like the practice run, the dry run of the event before they have the formal event up in Portland. So on occasion, we'll go out here. We used to have season tickets, but it ended up being they only do so many of the concerts. So it's like 5 or 6 out of all the ones they have for the year, and they never do the holiday ones. So that really bums me out. And the holiday ones are my favorite ones. So anyway, we went last night because Stefan loves Beethoven. I do too, but he loves he says he's a Beethoven stan. He loves Beethoven, and it was something called Exhilarating Beethoven. So I thought for Christmas, that's what one of the things I got him was tickets to that. So that was last night, and it went later than I had thought it would, which was interesting. So we got home after 10, which I know for you young folks, that's early, but for ancient people like me, I'm already asleep by like 9 on most nights. So didn't get home till 10. We hadn't had dinner yet. So we didn't have dinner until 10, and then that just kind of led into staying up, and it's just thrown off my night, thrown off my, so far this morning. It's just been something. But the good news is it's a 3-day weekend here in the US for us. It's MLK Day on Monday. So I'm very fortunate to be able to have Monday off, and very thankful for that. So I can recover from this bad decision I made last night to stay out. But yeah, I was up until, because we ate at 10. I don't like to go to bed, immediately after eating. And it was like 1:30, I think, when I finally remember last looking at the clock. Because we have a clock that projects onto the ceiling. So that's the last timestamp I remember, about 1:30. And the girls usually need to go potty by around 5 o'clock in the morning, and Bamboo as well. So I'm like getting up, half asleep, going to let the dogs out, go out there, and they don't go out unless you go out there with them. So I had to get bundled up, go out there in the cold, hang out with them, and get them to do their potty. And I'm like, oh, maybe I'll go back to sleep for a little while. I should have just stayed up. Because if I sleep past that, 5, 6 a.m. time frame, it just kind of makes me groggy throughout the day. So I've just had a slow start for this morning. So wah. I know, just all the things, but I need to change out of my bag because, it was a good idea to have the wallet on chain. I think I thought about that last week. I might have mentioned it, that I knew I was going out. So it would be a good bag to have for that purpose. And then I used the Burrow for going into the office briefly, but I've already unpacked that and put it up on all the stuff on the counter. So we're going to move out of the YSL wallet on chain, find a better bag for this week. I still need to go in the office again. They're having us come in more and more often, but it's just like for all staff for like 3.5 hours. So I don't need to bring like my entire computer or anything, but I have to bring like notepads and stuff for powwowing, as they say. So I need a bag for that purpose for the week. Other than that, we'll see what this weekend entails. The kids have grooming tomorrow. So got to go to the groomers, got to give Pickles a bath. Oh, lots of errands. Okay. So anywho, change out the fragrances. I've got a story over there for the fragrances, and I might do a nail color this week. We'll see how the day goes. That's it. Yeah. So it was a rather sort of week. Had some orders come in I haven't unboxed yet. That has to get done this weekend. Yeah, the usual stuff. So I'll get over there and after I drink some more coffee, I'm going to go over there and get my fragrances picked out, talk about what last week's tray, how that worked out. And yeah, we'll just keep going. So happy Saturday. Good to see you. Okay, we're over here at the fragrance tray and it looks like a hot mess, which is the theme of today. So let's start over here with Vanilla Skin. I'm just like laying it in its box. I like this. I think this is a really good scent. I'm intrigued. So definitely want to try some other items from Fleur. Grab this box out. Fleur. And see what else they have. I've heard some good things about something called Missing Person, I believe is the fragrance. So we'll clean this up in a second. The Kayali one, it's fine. I'm not anywhere near as impressed, I think, as some other folks are. It's a typical gourmand that I would have in my collection. So I'm not mad that I bought it, but I'm not saying like, oh my God, it's the best thing I've ever encountered in my life. Where has it been? It's fine. My usual Lerver, that will go back. I used up the Libre sample. I unboxed my two, so that's the Intense and the regular right there that I got for Christmas. And then finally, we've got Pasha by Cartier. And this is technically a men's fragrance, so, but of course, I'm like, there's no lines. You can use any fragrance you want. But funny story. So I wore it one day and then just didn't think about taking any note of it. And then I wore it yesterday. And in the middle of the work day, I heard a ping, ping, ping. And I'm like, what the hell happened? And I couldn't put two and two together. I came over and found this little spring here. The Pasha fragrance was laying down. So I didn't notice that it was the sprayer that somehow just launched, and the cap is, I don't even know where it is. It somehow has launched somewhere in the room. Don't know where the component is. I'll figure out how to fix this at some point, but yeah, that was interesting. So it's basically a more masculine amber nuit, nothing too exciting. It's fine. I think Dior Homme is similar. Stefan has that one. So it's, it's fine. It's not for me, but it would certainly smell good on him, and it's fine if you like an amber heavy fragrance. So anyway, so that was the tray of the week. I'm going to clean all this up, come back with some other ones. We have an interesting tray. Well, not interesting, just I'm grabbing all sorts of stuff, but two of them are intentional. I want to open up Delina and give it a real good try. I know it is a rose scent. Look at that. Isn't that the best, like, atomizer? So this is a heavy rose scent. I want to give it a head-to-head battle with Chef d'Or. See how similar they are. And why I needed both, but that kind of thing. So that's that intention between those two. I want to try Byredo Blanche. Got that in an advent calendar, so very intrigued. And then I've got an oldie that I haven't pulled out in a long time, Deja Vu from Kayali. And then I need to use up these samples. I have like 5 Burberry Her samples, so that's just there to use up. So this is the tray of the week, and I got a cupcake for Christmas. I have to start doing some reorganizing because I need more room for cupcakes. I might need more room on that shelf. Yeah, need to do some organizing. So anyway, tray of the week: Delina, Blanche, Kayali Deja Vu, Chef d'Or by Sillage, Burberry Her. That is the tray. I decided to do a nail polish. I'm going to do the Fallen Flake Holo Taco. It's nowhere near as dense as this, but that's going to be the color of the week. A clear coat with some sparkle. And emotional support lattes, because everyone needs them. Welcome back to the very messy office. I really need to take some time and reorganize and get surfaces cleared. There was a time where all of this was very, very clear. So we did the YSL walk this week with the Coach Burrow XXL. Most of the time I was just in this, but when I needed to go to the office and things that required more, I just shoved everything into that bag. So this is very much a favored piece of mine, but it has limitations. So we went to the symphony last night, so I still have my tickets in there. I have my Dior lippy that I wore. Got my cards and stuff in there. Some tissue. But yeah, I mean, it's very versatile, but it does have limitations. Like I can't get my key in there. I can't get, or I could get that and not my phone, or the phone and carry the key. So you have to definitely maneuver, but it's not bad. And it's great for a night out. Very beautiful chain, much enjoyed. So going to put her away. She had her place, and really good for travel because you can take off the chain and it becomes a wallet with all of your cards in there. So I really recommend having something like this if you travel, because it can be a 2-in-1, an actual wallet or the wallet on chain, hence the name. Okay, I'm tripping over dogs, and Stefan came in to help me retrieve this one because it was way up there. This might hint, even though this dust bag apparently is inside out. This, I believe 2 Vlogmases ago, maybe last Vlogmas, no, 2 Vlogmases ago, Stefan rated his favorite bags in my collection, and this is his favorite. And the reason why is because he gave it to me. It's one of the first full price designer bags that I got. And yeah, everything else was, well, I had Coach, but I mean, other than Coach. So I shouldn't be like that. So like I had Dooney, I had Coach, but I didn't consider them like the echelon that Michael Kors was at this time. Although I know that that's there's different opinions now in the world. But back in, the 2000s, early 2000s, it really was like Coach and Dooney were kind of here. Get them at Macy's, you can get them at the outlets, obviously, and then TJ Maxx and stuff. You could, up in Seattle, we would see Coach and Dooney just galore up there. So this was Michael Kors before, like, it really became the Saffiano leather, the MK monogram. I mean, he still had the monogram because it's inside the bag, but the outside bag, like that plasticky canvas that just now you see everywhere, and every time you walk into TJ Maxx and what have you. And me being pretentious, I actually put LV bandeaus on them so I'm that kind of person. So we're going to switch into, the Hamilton. I have several Hamiltons. This was back when I was obsessed with the Birkin, couldn't afford the Birkin, obviously. Probably still can't. I can't afford a full price one, but I could technically buy one used. But at the time, I was obsessed with the Birkin. This was Sex and the City prime time, Samantha. And this, to me, gave me the Birkin energy. I had like 12 of these at one time. I had so many, one in every color. I'm down to a brown, a white, cream, the black here, and then I have another version in the Traveler style. But I have 3 of these left. No, I lie. Purple. I have a purple one too. 4. I have 4 of these left. But the purple is in the Saffiano leather, and that was my point to bringing it back. He started to make this in the Saffiano, which is a very plasticky type of leather, and I had a couple of those and they started to break down. Thankfully the purple one's still intact, but it was then that I realized these were not worth it unless they were this really nice pebbled leather style. So I'm going to get into the Hamilton. I'm going to shut this down for a second because I want Pickles and Boo are going crazy. I've got it filled with some air paper and stuff, and I'll come back and let you know. Okay, back and stuffed. So I think I've mentioned before how much I love the organization in this bag. I decided to get a few more bag organizers over Christmas, and I just kind of threw one in there to help. But there are like 2 slip pockets here that are really nice and generous. A slip pocket here where I have my phone, the old cell phone pocket there, which could be probably for pens, a zip pocket right here. But I have everything in this bag organizer. Can you even see that? Probably not, but, and there's a lot of room. I can slip in a couple of notepads for when I go in the office. Yeah, so it'll be perfect for work, perfect for just bumming around. The little clochette's still on here. It has a shoulder strap, which I believe in later versions this was removable, but this one is not. This is one of the early incarnations, but I really loved this purse, which is why I can't get rid of them, even though I really only carry the brown one. The brown one's out all the time, and then I'll bring in the white one out on occasion, but I don't carry this one nearly as enough, and I should have it out for more love. It's a good under the radar one for work. So yeah, Michael Kors Hamilton. Ladies, is it time to brush your teeth or get some other kind of treat, or are you just going to sleep all day? That kind of sounds like a good thing, huh? We can go sleep. Okay, so we've picked the bag out, we've picked the fragrances out, we've done our nails kind of messily, but like I said, this stuff just kind of gloops on. So anywho, gonna go edit this, get ready to run some errands, do some reorganization of the shelves up there, and see what sorry, I just got a reminder about the dogs. got distracted there. Anywho, I hope you have a great week ahead. It is, winter, cold, not fun out there for sure in our neck of the woods, but you might be in a very nice, pleasant environment. I have a coworker who's leaving for a cruise, so I'm like, can I stow away in your luggage, because I just need some time. We'll see what the next week brings. So let me know what you're carrying. I'm interested what everyone has out there, what you're interested in. Do you want to know about a 2025 wish list? I gave up doing them last year because I figured nobody cares, but I'm curious, do you want to see something like that for a midweek video? I'm trying to, FYI, pace my shopping this year. I really want to think about getting rid of a couple of my bags, and yeah, just kind of figuring out what I want to have, and not give in to just releases, and like strategically buying bags for this year. If I buy bags at all, I likely will be doing mostly accessories and things like that, because that seems to be where my focus is right now. But anyway, I will see you next week. Have a good one. Take care.